Want to crush your opponents in pickleball, but don't know where to start? What if I told you there's a game-changing strategy that even the pros swear by? Stay with us to discover tips and tricks that could take you from beginner to unbeatable. You're not warming up. I'm not going to lecture you or tell you to spend your precious pickleball playtime doing something boring like touching your toes or running laps. We play pickleball so we don't have to do boring things like that. Instead, I want you to incorporate extra movement into your pre-game routine. This could be light lunges, moving laterally, or even just some good old-fashioned arm circles. Injuries will ruin your life. Is that dramatic to say? Yes. But it's also true. How would you feel if you couldn't play pickleball for 4 weeks? Miserable. Please warm up your body before your matches. Even doing the bare minimum is better than nothing at all. You stand too close to the baseline. Next time you play a game, count how many times you have to step back, either on a return of serve or before taking your third shot. No matter how often you have to do it, it's too many. There is no reason not to take an extra step back while you wait for the ball from the baseline, unless your mobility is severely lacking, in which case, know your body. Moving forward an extra step is infinitely easier than taking another backward step. It's also a million times better for your technique and shot effectiveness. Moving backward while swinging causes several problems. Your momentum is going away from the ball, leading to a weaker shot. Your arm swings out, leading to poor contact. You are now in a worse position for the next shot. On the flip side, moving forward while swinging has these benefits. Your momentum is carrying you through the ball, adding pace and control. Your arms stay compact, which is ideal for pickleball. It becomes easier to move into a good position for the next shot. Make a point to take one extra step back when standing at the baseline. If you still get forced backward more than once during a match, take 2 extra steps back. You'll be shocked at how much better your pickleball game will be. You're focused too much on winning. We all want to win. However, if your goal is improving your game, winning should not concern you. If you're not trying to get better and winning is important, feel free to ignore this advice. So often, players get frustrated on the court because they lost another game. Remind me, what do you get if you win your rec game? Oh, nothing. Then, who cares? Would you rather be a better pickleball player after 2 months, or have a winning record in open play? Before you start a game, choose one area to focus on and maintain that as your focus throughout the match. It could be third shot drop practice, keeping your drives low and at the opponent in front of you, or finding one weakness in your opponent. You don't practice what you're bad at. We're all afraid of looking silly, especially to our pickleball friends. I get it, but if you keep running around your backhand because you know it's your worst shot, you will never get better at backhands. You have to practice them and do it in situations that matter, like during a game. You can drill all day, but if you don't take what you're learning during drilling and apply it during live games, then you'll never develop the confidence necessary for when it matters most. Give yourself permission to look silly. Those who don't will be stuck at their current level forever. You're too hard on yourself. One of my favorite reasons to watch pro pickleball is to see that even they make bad shots, bad choices, and sometimes tumble while trying to defend a lob. It's nice to know that even professionals aren't perfect. This game is harder than it seems, and we must be nicer to ourselves. It's fine to mess up, even if you've hit another easy putaway into the net. Laugh it off and get ready for the next shot. We all do it. And personally, I hope to stay fit enough to continue making mistakes on the pickleball court for many years to come. So, these tips were for rookies. Now let's look at tips for intermediate players. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you in the pickleball community. Chase the ball. In pickleball, think of the game as mainly about chasing the ball. While hitting is important, you can't utilize your perfect swing if you can't get to the ball. Imagine yourself as a ball chaser. This mindset will instantly improve your game. Focus on getting to the ball first, then worry about your swing. Utilize space and time. The more space between you and your opponent, the more time you have to react. Serving deep, returning deep, or playing good defense creates this space. Remember that the farther away your opponent is, the more time you have to prepare. Consistent pressure. Have the mentality that you'll always put one more ball in the court than your opponent. This isn't always pretty. Sometimes you'll need to scrape and scratch to keep the ball in play. Imagine being the player that never misses, always returning the ball. This consistent pressure can frustrate opponents and lead to mistakes. Controlled swings. When you're in a difficult position, reduce the size of your swing. A smaller controlled swing increases the likelihood of clean contact with the paddle. Avoid flailing at the ball. Instead, focus on making good contact to keep the rally going. Third shot drive. Utilize the third shot drive as a consistent and offensive option. While drops are important, they're risky. A third shot drive, a low and fastball, can be a more consistent option. Drives are easier to execute and can pressure opponents by giving them less time to react. Practice hitting these low fastballs to see how your opponents handle them. Practice drops. Drops force opponents to hit up, making it harder for them to attack. Practice hitting these low and slow shots to create opportunities for moving forward and applying pressure. Work with practice partners to perfect your drops, ensuring they force an upward hit from your opponent. Keep the ball low. Keeping the ball low forces opponents to hit up, reducing their ability to hit hard. This applies to third shots, volleys, dinks, and drops. Control the height of your shots with paddle angle, swing path, and ball speed to maintain a low trajectory. Capitalize on high balls. When you receive a high ball, hit hard and on a downward trajectory. This can steal time from your opponents and force them into difficult positions. Use these opportunities to hit fastballs and create pressure, increasing the chance of winning the point. Cross-court shots. Use cross-court shots for better control and movement. Hitting cross-court targets the lower part of the net, moves opponents, and provides more room for your shot, making it harder for opponents to return effectively. Practice cross-court shots to improve your control and force opponents to hit up more often. Now you know the important tips for your game. Pickleball is fun and nice, but if you want to win every single game, check out this video on 20 things you didn't know about pickleball.